A big warm welcome to young'uns and old folk alike. You are watching Sweetfish Plays, and we are about to play The Last of Us Remastered on the PlayStation 4. This is episode 9, so we are pretty deep into our run so far. We had a lot that happened towards the end of the last episode. Story-wise, sort of the whole scenario for us kind of flipped on its head, and we're in a whole new location to start this one. But be prepared for the most entertaining hour of your life right now. Alright? Ain't nothing better than The Last of Us. This is the holy grail of PlayStation 3 classics. Alright, so obviously Pittsburgh, that's where we came across the hunters, and we had to fight our way through there because we lost access to our car. You see in that picture there, we lost access to our truck because the roads were all clogged up. So we fought our way through Pittsburgh pretty successfully. We actually kicked some ass. But then we had that whole bridge situation where we ended up in the water and then up on the beach, and we ended up in the sewer systems with Henry and Sam. And we had to fight our way through there. The sewer system was mostly just encounters with infected. But once we exited the sewers, we were in the suburbs, just outside of Pittsburgh, or, you know, part of the greater Pittsburgh area. And that we came across some more human interactions there as well. About a day passed when all of this occurred. Because when we were in the sewers, it was nighttime, and by the time we had come out and started making our way through the suburbs, it slowly transitioned to daytime. Ultimately, we took refuge, but then we found out that Sam actually got bit. He tried to attack the group. Henry had to shoot him, and then Henry shot himself in the head. Then it fast forwarded a few months, and now we are at the chapter Tommy's Dam. It's actually the Hydroelectric Dam is the particular chapter that we're in within the Tommy's Dam level. Anyways, it's really gotten quite exciting. So I'm, I probably played this like 6 or 7 years ago. So, whenever it first came out. So it's been a while, and I don't really remember all that much. So we started off here, just kind of walking through the forest, presumably in Texas. I believe that's where we were headed. It says Jackson County. Pretty sure it was Texas. I'm just gonna reference that real quick. That's a lie. I'm a big fat liar. Okay, no, it's actually Wyoming. This is Jackson County, Wyoming. So that's where we ended up right now. Just gonna do a quick inventory, make sure that I've got everything that I need. Revolver is probably the better pistol to carry around at this time, and probably the hunting rifle, seeing as how we are outside in the wilderness. It'll give us a better scope of things too if we have to look ahead. Come on, Ellie.
So much for this road.
You just follow the river. It'll lead us straight to Tommy's. Come on.
So there's an old police or emergency vehicle here, and I was able to find some crafting supplies. Cannot make another health kit, so I only have 2 at this time. I can upgrade my melee weapon though. That's probably worth it. And we upgraded our maximum health last time. Listen mode, I think we're okay. Crafting speed, I think we're okay. We never really have to craft in a hurry. Healing, we have to craft and we have to heal in a hurry sometimes. But we've already upgraded it twice, so I think I'm gonna go with Shiv Master. Use a Shiv to save yourself when grabbed by a clicker. That'll help us maybe die a little bit less. I think I mentioned that last time too, but we need 20 more supplements for that. It's a pretty cool way to implement the skill system in this game. So somehow we have to follow this river down, so I guess I gotta drop down here. Damn, it's pretty beautiful.
What happened between you two?
What do you mean?
You and Tommy. You're not together, so clearly something went down.
We just had a bit of a disagreement, that's all.
Ah, here we go. So what was it about?
Tommy saw the world one way, I saw it the other.
And that's why he joined the Fireflies.
Yeah, your friend Marlene promised him hope. That kept him busy for a while, but just like Tommy, he eventually quit that too.
How was it? Last time you saw him?
I believe his last words to me were, I don't ever want to see your goddamn face again.
Jeez. But he's gonna help us?
I suppose we're gonna find out.
Well, with or without his help, we'll get there.
Let's just keep going.
So ultimately the story continues. We are smuggling more or less Ellie cross country to try and find the Fireflies, particularly Tommy, who is a high up Firefly, or so we've been told, to figure out what to do with her. Because she's been bitten, but doesn't show signs of infection, and I believe the Fireflies believe that they may be able to procure a cure from her. Is that? I don't know if that's a logically correct statement, but onwards and forwards we will go. Just underneath the road that we were just up there. I think we're walking pretty parallel to it right now, but it obviously dropped off. We couldn't go that way, so we just gotta follow the river down. Just wanted to have a quick peek. You never know. Crafting supplies always come in handy. Loot in general is always a positive thing. There's definitely some sort of structure at the top of this hill here. At the top of this little waterfall.
What's that?
Right there's a hydroelectric power plant.
I'm a hydro who?
It uses the river's movement and turns it into electricity.
How does it do that?
Look, I know what it is. I don't know how it does it.
All right. How are we getting across? Well, that gets us halfway. If we get the other one up, we'll make it across.
Alright, so we raised half the bridge to get to the other side of the dam, which is our current objective. So we gotta find a way to get to the other side. I have to use a shiv, unfortunately, to open this door. So
There you go.
There you go.
usually it's like a weapons cache, a big reload station. And that's exactly what we have. So I'll switch to my other pistol now, the 9mm. And just to be a little bit less hostile, I'll pull out my bow and arrow for use now. I've got a few more arrows for it, so it makes a little bit more sense. I see a whole lot going on in here. I thought this might be a necessary room to maybe control something, but it looks like it's just a little extra boost. Somehow we have to get this white one lifted up. There's a wheel right there on that side, and we'll be able to get across and continue our journey here. I don't think I can jump in the water down there, but I should be able to jump in the water up here at the top of the dam.
I'll find something. So hang tight.
So I don't see any way that I can get up, like with a ladder or anything blatant like that. We try and dive down. Okay, we've got some fish. I don't like fish. There's some sort of a structure down here. Uh-oh. Okay, so I've got quite a bit of oxygen, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of oxygen to mess around. Alright, what are we gonna do here? So, there's the other side that we have to raise up. I don't want to get caught in it, obviously. It's got to be something down there. It's just got to be a matter of finding it and figuring out, you know, what it is that we have to do. Is there maybe something that we can lift up out of the water so that Ellie can jump on, and then I can bring her over here and she can get up there and turn the wheel? That's definitely a possibility. That's definitely a really good possibility as well. We've had to do that quite a few times in water segments so far, so we've done it a handful of times already. There's something going on with this freaking structure here. But like, I don't see anything. Uh-oh. Let's go closer to the falls over here on this side. Man, I thought it would be pretty easy. You know, something to grab. Oh, it looks like there might be a platform or something over here, no? Free the wooden pallet from underwater. Okay, so I had the right idea going for me. And it's in that structure. It's on top. Okay, I got you. Okay, I see what we have to do. I see what we gotta do here. We gotta go in and then come out through the ceiling. You'll see here in a minute. I gotta, uh-oh. We're going the long way, folks. Hold your breath. This is gonna get interesting. I hate scenes like this where you know you've got an oxygen limit. Claustrophobic.
Alright, I need you to...
I know. Step on the fucking pallet.
So we know that Ellie can't swim, so that's the reason why we've had to do this, but it's also fit with the puzzles, pulling her across. She's actually been able to help a lot in this way. I'm trying. Alright, now I swim to the other side. I'll hop up here and then cross that bridge.
Hey, be careful crossing that thing.
I will.
Teamwork.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Definitely bonding. He's the closest thing she's ever had to a father. And don't worry, unlike Henry and Sam, I know that Ellie is not Joel's daughter. I'm not that much of an idiot. I was with Henry and Sam thinking that Henry was Sam's father and saying it multiple times. Everybody makes mistakes, and everybody has those days.
That's
Damn.
too small. Great.
Forgot to leave that stupid robot on his grave. What should I do with it?
Ellie.
What? I want to talk about it.
No.
Why not?
How many times do we need to go over this? Things happen, and we move on.
It's just...
That's enough.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Let's get to Tommy's.
God damn. Just when you think that, you know, things are not intense enough after watching a child get infected and then our good guy that could have been a good friend to us shoot himself in the head, and we saw that scene in the sewers in that children's daycare where all of the children had clearly died, and now there's another child's grave over there. Good Christ, Naughty Dog, what is with you and killing children? Oh my God. My review for this game is 1 out of 10. Reason, too much children killing. It's very inappropriate. I'm offended. I'm gonna stop right now. This is just not cool. No, I'm just kidding. This game is awesome. If you've never played it, go do yourself a favor and buy a PlayStation 3 right now. It's like $100 and play through this game. You don't even have to play the remastered one. Just play this game. Okay. Don't see a whole lot going on up here. I'll tell you one thing. If this world ever improves, the world inside this game, Joel needs to immediately try out for the United States national swim team. Swim and dive team. This man is incredible.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
I know, I am too.
Alright, next squirrel I see, I'm totally shooting it.
Let's get past this place, then we can scrounge up some food.
Well, if I starve, you're responsible. Should we head in?
Ain't no way around. Gonna have to cut through the plant.
All right, so this is the plant. This is some sort of a hydroelectric facility. And there's really no way around it, so we're gonna actually have to go through it. It's such a big place, I imagine there's either infected or humans or both. Alright, so we have another collectible. It's actually the power plant map. So I've come across, I think, a map or two before, but I never really used it to my advantage. So let's see if it can help us. See, I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for. There's the river, obviously, and there's the plant. There's the bridge that we just crossed to get to it, but what I'm not too sure about is which direction we're heading. He said to just follow the river right along, but yeah, gee, I don't know. It may come in handy later, though, so keep that in mind. Damn, and I found our newest weapon. Sweet. So I'm playing a game called Half-Life 2 right now, and within that game, sort of every couple levels, you get a new gun, and it's kind of cool that way because it keeps it fresh. And The Last of Us has done the same thing, and I'm starting to really appreciate games that do that. I don't know what it is about it, but it just keeps things really fresh, but then you can keep your entire arsenal of weapons, so you're not losing weapons. It's not like Call of Duty where you can only carry like 2 weapons at a time, and you're just kind of given these new whatever weapon they want to give you as you go. It's really a small thing that makes the game, you know, that much more enjoyable. I just wanted to mention that about that in video games, and I've noticed that some of the better games that I've played lately, I mean, Half-Life 2 is bloody amazing. You know, I didn't realize that they have it in common and how well it works. Try and find our way in.
Don't even think about reaching for your weapon. Tell the girl to drop hers now.
Ellie, do as the lady says.
Please tell me you're lost.
Oh, we didn't know the place was occupied. We're just trying to make our way through.
Through to where?
They're all right.
But you know these people?
Know him. He's my goddamn brother.
Tommy.
Holy shit.
How you doing, baby brother?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Let me look at you. You get fucking old.
Easy. It's gonna happen to you, too.
This is Maria. Be nice to her. She sort of runs things around here.
Ma'am, thanks for not blowing my head off.
Would have been embarrassing, considering you're my brother-in-law.
We all gotta get wrangled up at some point.
Ellie, right?
Yeah.
What brings you through here?
That's kind of a long story.
Why don't we bring him inside?
Yeah. You hungry?
Starving.
False alarm! They're friendlies. We've been dealing with raids. A lot of bandits in this area.
It's been quiet for a few days.
What the hell are you doing here? I thought I'd find you in Jackson.
Been trying to bring the plant back to life.
We had it working before, but one of the turbines went south.
We have electricity, Joe. I had. We'll get her running again.
No way. You guys have horses.
We got a whole lot of them.
Hey, Tommy, give me a hand with this.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Can I?
Yeah, of course. He likes when you cut his ears. You ever ride one?
I actually have.
When have you ridden a horse?
Winston, this soldier back in the zone, he gave me lessons.
You know, if you want, we can take him riding later.
That'd be awesome.
There.
Hey, thanks, Tommy.
No sweat. All right, let's continue the tour.
Earl?
Yeah?
Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to head back this morning?
Still waiting on Hauser and the rest of the boys to relieve me.
You know, we'll be fine. Just go home to your family.
It's just a couple more hours. I'll tough it out.
All right, look, take it easy.
Maria,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're in the control room. Steve's about to start it back up. You want to come check it out?
I'd rather eat with Ellie.
It's my turn anyway. I'll go.
I'll come with you. Go with Maria. Get some food in.
Come on, Ellie. Let's give the boys some space. I'm sending Tommy over. Stand by.
This will be the 6th time of them trying to get the turbines back online.
So I just wanted to point out a couple things that we learned here. First of all, we know that our brother Tommy is now married to this Maria girl. And that's pretty important because we're going to really see who he's more faithful to. Is he more faithful to his own brother, although he hasn't seen me in years? Or is he going to be more faithful to his wife that he obviously married post-apocalypse? Number two, this is really one of the first times, if not the first time, that we've really come across an organized community since we were in the quarantine zone. Back in and around, we were in Boston, I know. We were in the quarantine zone there, and in Massachusetts a little bit. So this is one of the first organized communities that we've come across. And it's so organized that people are working like 9-to-5 jobs. Like that guy that she talked to, go home, go to your family. It's like this sense of normalization. Sorry, one sec. Sorry about that. My dad just called. Anyways, yeah, so there's this sense of like normalization, which is pretty cool to see, and it's so normalized that this is the first time that Joel and Ellie have like willingly separated from each other. One of those three words works in that sentence. You figure it out.
We've been here just
So solve that home
feels
puzzle.
like forever. I got something for you. Last year I went back to Texas, back home. Most of our stuff is long gone. Most of it. Here. It's a little faded, but it still looks pretty good.
I'm good.
You sure? I mean...
I've said I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'll hold on to it for you.
Tommy, I need to talk to you. Privately.
Yeah, okay. Let me just check on my guys real quick. Come on.
I kind of just assume there's not a whole loot around, so I'm not gonna really peek around a whole lot in here. It's not really my business anyways. I say as I'm walking towards a door the opposite direction he wants me to go. But I definitely see an optional room over here with what looks like some loot, so I ain't gonna pass up on that. And some parts for upgrading my gun. That's pretty big. Damn, and some bullets for my revolver. Alright, so it was worth it to have a quick look around. There's also something here. Ooh, supplements. That puts me within 10. Oh no, I've got it now because I found some in the along the riverbank there. So I can now upgrade to Shiv Master. So now when a clicker grabs me, I'm gonna have the option supposedly to use a Shiv, assuming I have one to kill it. And I've died a lot in this game so far via the clickers, so that's an important upgrade in my opinion. I'm gonna make myself one more Shiv because I'm down one, and I'm also going to make myself one more medkit because I can, and I'm down one, and just like that, I'm full on everything.
I don't know what you heard, but you should see the town. We're over 20 families strong now. It was Maria and her father. They set up this place with the idea of being self-sustained. We got crops and livestock. Remember how we thought no one could live like this anymore? And we're doing it. Give it up. You ain't saving that turbine.
Oh, I'll get it. Been at it for too long to give up now.
What do you do for protection?
Adults take turns guarding the perimeter. We even got an electrified fence when the plant's up.
Yeah, you still got to deal with infected though, right?
Who doesn't? But it's the world we live in.
Well, maybe you don't have to be.
You sound like Marlene.
One thing to note is this particular area is quite large. It's got a catwalk like underneath it, and I'm not gonna go down there because all I see down there are bottles, and there's also a couple bottles up here. I feel like we're gonna be back here and like fending off people because it's kind of a weird thing to have around in a level where we're just kind of walking through.
buddy.
That's Buckley. Not much of a guard dog,
That's a good boy.
but he's good to have around.
And obviously there's quite a lot of cover around too, so that just is a little bit more proof that something's about to go down. It's really cool, man, this sense of like community. They got dogs. He said there's like 20 families.
These two geniuses are gonna bring this plant back to life.
We think we got it this time. You don't believe us?
I didn't say that.
I'll bet you $1 million it works.
Sure. Make it 2.
We're almost ready. They just need to finish putting the shield back on.
No rush.
Smoke bombs upgraded. I found another training manual. Smoke lasts 10 seconds longer now. Haven't really used smoke bombs a whole lot to this point in the game so far, but you never know. They could come in handy. And a workbench. So let's do it. Let's get to work. I have 134 parts that I can put towards my weapons. Last time I was thinking about doing looking at my weapon holsters. There's 75 apiece, so I can only do one. That would allow me to easily flip. Like if I upgrade my long gun, I can have both my shotgun and rifle equipped. So instead of having to take my backpack off and constantly do the swap between weapons, I can just use the D-pad to select between the two guns. That's what the holsters do. I've worked on a number of my other weapons already. It looks like there's only one more weapon that we are going to find in this game. There's only one that's still locked, so we'll see what that is. We'll start with the bow. Is it worth upgrading? We are 3 out of 5. That's our tool set level. So we can do either reload speed or draw speed. I did draw speed last time. I think I'm probably okay on the bow. I haven't really used it a whole lot. I prefer rifles anyways. Shotgun, I can't do anything, but I've already upgraded the crap out of it. My hunting rifle, I can only upgrade to armor-piercing rounds. That's one thing that I was looking into last time because I'm really starting to like using my hunting rifle now that we have equipped it with a scope. So that's going to be something to think about, but it's 75 parts. That's going to take quite a few parts for me. The shorty, we started working on it last time. We were looking at maybe upgrading recoil and spread to make it a little better this time, so that's definitely a thought. We could probably do both. The El Diablo, which is our newest weapon, is like a scoped revolver more or less. We can only upgrade reload speed. Haven't used it yet. Don't see myself using it a whole lot, so I'm not going to worry about it. The revolver, again, we've upgraded it. 9mm we could probably work on a little bit more too to make it a little bit more powerful. So it's really going to be between a weapon holster or the armor-piercing rounds for the hunting rifle. Because I'm a little bit short on ammo and I can't really use 2 weapons right now, I'm once again going to hold off on the weapon holster, and I'm going to go with the armor-piercing rounds on the hunting rifle. In my opinion, that is really, really, really going to help. And now, do I upgrade the shorty or do I go with the 9mm pistol? I think I gotta go with the 9mm pistol. I think I use it more than the shorty. I'd rather use the shotgun if I'm gonna use something like the shorty. I know it's completely different, but it's a tough one. The shorty could really use the upgrades because it's, you know, it does have a pretty big kick to it, so the recoil upgrade would help. And spread, obviously it's going to spread like a sawed-off shotgun does. Alright, let's do the shorty. And we can do the reload speed on the El Diablo with 15 out of the 19 parts we still have. We might as well use them while we're here.
Yeah.
And that's that.
To the left. Watch it.
Okay, that's good. Lower it. Slowly.
right. That's good.
Tommy's here. You good to go?
Give me 1 second. Okay, good to go.
Ready?
Go ahead, hit it. Here we go. God damn. We did it, boys. Nice work, boys. Somebody get on the horn and give Maria the good news. You see that?
Pretty impressive. Looks like you're out $2 million.
All right, Joe. Let's go talk.
Nah, let me have a quick look for loot first. Again, there's a lot of bricks in this area, so I'm 100% positive now we're going to be backtracking through this area. It's always a good idea to have a walk around areas so that if you're ever in a bit of a bind being attacked, you know what your options are. You kind of have that in the back of your head. There's a room down here that looks like there might be some goodies in it. Damn, a new melee weapon. Let's see if I can find some crafting supplies to help us. More parts. More parts. And another Firefly pendant. Ryan Oliviero 000194. We found a number of those Firefly pendants now. I do have a melee weapon, but it's already lost a lot of its health, but I just recently upgraded it, and now I regret it. But I'd rather use the upgraded one for the time being. I don't want to put those crafting supplies to waste. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If I had the binding to upgrade that one right away, I would totally do it, but it's good to know that if I do get into a fight here, especially with infected, I should be good to run in that room quick and grab that melee weapon, should I need another one. Sorry, Tommy, I'm coming.
It's quite the crew you got here.
Yeah, they're good men. This place gives them a second chance. Gives us all a second chance. So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
Well, go on then.
She's immune.
Immune to what?
Come on. I know, I've seen her breathe enough spores to take down a dozen men. And nothing. Now, I wouldn't have believed it neither. But I can show you.
All right. I'll bite. Why bring her here?
I was supposed to deliver to the Fireflies. The way I figure they're your boys. You finish the job, you collect the whole damn payment.
I haven't seen a Firefly in years.
You know where they are. Now, I'm not asking for much, Tommy. I just want some simple gear, enough to set me on my way.
What makes you think I'd do this for you?
This isn't for me, Tommy. This is for your damn cause.
My cause is my family now. You ain't talking about some walk in the park here.
Jesus, boy. Have Maria get some of your born-again friends to do it.
They got families, too.
Tommy, I need this.
You want some gear? Sure. But I ain't taking that girl off your hands.
This is how you gonna repay me, huh?
Repay you?
For all those goddamn years I took care of us.
Took care? That's what you call it? I got nothing but nightmares from those years.
You survived because of me.
It wasn't worth it?
I bring you the cure from mankind, and you wanna play the pissy little brother.
We ain't back in Boston. You lay your hands on me again, it won't end well for you.
The hell is that?
We're under attack. You still remember how to kill, right?
Yeah.
Shit! Bandit!
Now, that's the first time we've seen any sort of like aggression from Jolie. He's not really an aggressive guy by nature. Sure, he's killed a lot of people, whatever, and he might be a bit cold, but you know, I don't know. I never saw him as that kind of, you know, type, but he definitely makes a good point. It's also interesting that Tommy no longer really even associates with the Fireflies, and he's like, you bring her to me? Who cares? Like, what am I supposed to do with her? Kind of a thing. I've got this place now. This is everything. But now we got new matter to deal with, so let's see how this goes.
Stop him! Don't let him into the building!
Alright, now I'm gonna go back down, just like I said before, and grab that other melee weapon, because I've had to use this now quite a few times, and it's kind of lost the upgrade that I gave to it anyways, so just replacing it with basically the exact same thing anyways.
You guys see anything? We got him. Let's get to the bridge.
Bandits! They're breaking into the building!
Can you get out of there?
No, we're trapped.
We're gonna come to you. Just stay...
They're here! Ellie, hide!
Maria! God damn it!
Son of a bitch! That's all those sons of bitches.
We gotta get to the girls! Right behind you.
So I just wanted to try and go through and make sure that all of my weapons were reloaded the best and ready to go. I tried to also do my best to cycle through weapons to make sure that I wasn't just emptying all my ammo out in one particular gun. And I was able to get a little bit of shotgun ammo. There might be a little bit more ammo over here. Yeah. Sweet. So now at least I'll have a fully loaded shotgun. Plus, I'm using the shorty as my pistol right now because we're going into a building. So, just trying to keep it fresh and not run out of ammo too quickly and keep things flowing.
Do your thing.
Too damn close.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh man, they were coming in from every direction. Then Maria was like, "We gotta run!" And so we dove over these tables, and this huge guy blasted with a shotgun.
Slow down. Listen, hey, are you hurt?
No.
God damn it. I need to talk to you.
Absolutely not. You tell him to go find somebody else.
Maria, I can't have this hanging over my head.
Do you have any idea how many men we lost here today?
What's that all about? Does that have anything to do with me?
Talk about it later.
Did he tell you where the lab is?
We'll talk about it later.
Later. Right.
One fuck up and then I turn into one of those widows, okay?
I have to do this. I don't know what else to say.
Fine.
Maria.
Here we go.
You. If anything at all happens to him, it's on you.
She's thankful, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take that girl of yours to the Fireflies. You don't have to worry about it.
It's best this way.
Well, maybe some real good will come of this.
I need to talk to Ellie.
Say again, I didn't hear you. Joe!
What is it?
That girl of yours. She took one of our horses and rode off.
Damn it. Which way?
Come on.
I just saw her riding on out of here.
Go back inside. Help the others clean the place up.
Okay. Careful out there.
And typical of Naughty Dog, we have our horseback riding level. I forgot that we hadn't hit that level yet in this Naughty Dog game, but I'm very excited that it's finally here. Wow, another very, very interesting scene, and there's definitely been a lot to digest. It felt like the story really started going slow for like the first hour of the last playthrough, but like the last hour and a half of gameplay has been like a lot has changed. We've met so many different characters. We're kind of nestled in this community now, but now here's Ellie. She's gone and rode off. She's smart. She knows it's about her. She knows that's what the arguing is about, and she doesn't like that none of the adults are talking to her like she's an adult. It's all about her, literally. Mankind's survival could depend on her, and they're still keeping her out of the loop because she's a kid. She's a child. And, I mean, it's kind of selfish of this community to just disregard the fact entirely. They'd rather just stay in the community than take the risk of going out and to help the rest of the world, and that's kind of telling in and of itself. But here we go.
There.
Yeah.
The tracks? She couldn't have gotten far. We'll find her, don't worry.
Stubborn kid.
She usually pull these stunts?
Nothing like this. What's going on? She didn't go down this way.
Get him.
Horse tracks.
Ellie, what are you thinking?
I didn't really get any concrete controls given to me for horseback, so that's why it's been a little bit shaky in terms of like speeding the horse up and slowing down. But man, what a good level to sort of change the pace. And this whole episode has kind of been a slower pace compared to a lot of the action that we've seen in the last couple, and it's definitely been very, very, very good for the story.
There.
And of course, the soundtrack.
Okay, good.
Here you go. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Got your back. How many do you see?
Too goddamn many.
Go around, I'll cover you.
I see him.
I've actually got like a tomahawk as my melee weapon right now, which is essentially a one-hit kill without having to like upgrade it all the time. Damn. Jesus, Tommy, you're scaring me. I'm gonna end up attacking you. I think there's still one or two more guys left. Jesus. Oh, man.
That's all of them.
Alright, I don't see any more. It definitely seems pretty quiet. I don't know who these people are. They've got these little houses out here in the forest. Maybe it looks like some sort of an outpost or something like that, but if we're coming across them and there were horse tracks going this way, that is not good news for Ellie, and that's pretty friggin' scary because these guys clearly are not very friendly. One thing I want to mention about this particular episode, there's been a larger number of glitches, I would say, than any other episode or Let's Play that we've done so far in this series, and it's kind of been a little bit bizarre to me, but it seems like they're all camera-related glitches. So I've seen a little bit of clipping. There was one scene where, you know, an object sort of clipped out and in the distance a little bit. Haven't seen a whole lot of that in the game so far, so that's okay. And then a little bit earlier, not that long ago, I hit that guy with the tomahawk and he kind of disappeared, but it's just because of the camera angle I had it on, and I don't know, it's just there's been a few weird things that have happened, and I don't remember there being a lot of glitches in the PlayStation 3 version the first time I played it. I understand it's a video game and it's going to be subject to that kind of a thing, but it has kind of thrown me off just a little bit. Maybe it's just the way that I'm handling the camera this time around is a little bit different than I normally do. I don't know. I'm definitely not doing it on purpose, but just thought I would throw that thought out there. I'm sure that you've probably noticed a few as well, and if you see anything, timestamp it down below in the comments for me, so that we can have a look maybe at some of these glitches that we've had to go through as we play, and I'll keep my eye open. And you know, when I review everything, maybe have a quick peek and see. Ooh, I missed an arrow. See what's happening. Okay, so I'm not too sure where to go from here. I guess we got to get back on horse. Got some ammo. I definitely don't want to pass up the opportunity for some ammo. I would rather carry this pistol than the shorty as my primary one-hander, but when I'm low on ammo in my 9mm revolver, I'll switch to the shorty. Gonna take the hunting rifle still
back to the horses.
Like that, for example. Tommy getting stuck at the fence. It's kind of just like an awkward...
Tracks keep going this way. Just hope they didn't get to her.
Not very, you know, unclean animations, that kind of thing. I've seen a handful of them already. But I mean, if that's the worst that we're gonna see, yeah, I'll take it. Better than losing like your entire save file or some sort of a game-breaking glitch.
Let's go.
Look, by the ranch. That's our horse. She's gotta be there.
Area looks clear.
So, assuming there's going to be guys in here, I'm going to pull out the shorty, especially for these buildings. There's some stables over here. I don't really think that I can get into them. And there's not really a whole lot else to check out, so inside we go. Get my shotgun ready as well.
Be careful.
Ellie? Ellie?
I'm up here.
Christ.
Jesus Christ is right.
Reckon you guys need to have a chat.
Oh, we're having a chat, alright. You better believe it. It's a nice house and very unique once again from a lot of the other houses or buildings that we've been in. One of the things I've mentioned that I like a lot about this game is how every environment is so different from one another, even from house to house. They all have their own uniqueness. Another firefly pendant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have found 8 so far, in addition to a lot of artifacts. I think we've done a very good job of finding things. The only thing we haven't done a very good job of finding are the safe combinations. Man, I've been awful at them in this playthrough. Alright, bottom floor is clear minus this side of the house. Looks like the kitchen. Jesus, rats. We certainly are out in the country. Got some health without actually having to use a health kit. I think I've only got... Oh no, I got 3. We're doing okay health-wise anyways. Ellie. Hey, another comic book.
He's been reading.
We found a number of those too. Savage Starlight, 0 point. It's been 15 days since the travelers detected the uncloaked Von Neumann. The attack killed most of the crew, and perhaps more importantly, it interrupted the reaction chain in the 0-point engine. At sublight speed, it would take 6,000 years to reach the travelers' home world. They're close, but not close enough. Hope seems all but lost for Daniela. Ellie's been getting a kick out of it, so why not? And look at some of the board games. The game of strife instead of the game of life. That's hilarious. Oh, man. And Tasker. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be a ripoff of. This was obviously a boy's room. More than likely, it certainly would seem so. Camouflage covers. He's into a lot of the sci-fi. Jad's got a football poster. Damn, there was a family here at some point. Got a bunch more crafting supplies. I don't think it's going to immediately benefit us. The only thing that I could really upgrade is a melee weapon. I don't even think I have a melee weapon right now. No, I do not. Head upstairs to find Ellie. Yeah, as if I needed a hint for that. I'm looking around. Leave me alone, Naughty Dog. Leave me alone. This is the master bath. This is why we look around. Well, I'm just a little bit shy in the binding now to be able to upgrade my melee weapon once I get one. Be nice to find a tomahawk again or an axe. Man, that'd be nice. So I got one last door before hers. It's another bathroom. Alright, here we go.
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys, movies, deciding which shirt goes with which skirt. It's bizarre.
Get up. We're leaving. Come on.
And if I say no?
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Well, I guess we're both disappointed with each other then.
What do you want from me?
Admit that you wanted to get rid of me the whole time.
Tommy knows this area.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And
you are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. And we are going our separate ways.
Get it together. We're not alone.
I got two walking in.
There's more inside already.
We'll check over that one. Where the hell is this guy?
All right, house is clear.
Let's get back to the horses.
Man, every time we try and seek refuge, Jesus Christ, we come under attack by one group or another. I don't know if these are all related. I don't think they're all related to that one group in Pittsburgh, but it's crazy how many hostile groups we have come across. There's no need for me to go back through the house again. I'm just going to create a med kit because I lost one. They actually used a smoke bomb against me at the stairs, which actually was pretty effective in getting my health down, but still wasn't a big enough match for good old Joel. And how about the conversation between Ellie and Joel there? Good Christ, could you get any more unfair than that on both parties? I mean, there's no doubt about it in my mind. Joel wants to be with Ellie. he's just being kind of spiteful, which, I mean, it's frustrating for him. He lost his daughter, and now Ellie is a huge reminder of that, right? But I don't think that he really wants to just drop her off and leave her with somebody else, like she said, you know. But it's very, they said a lot of mean, hateful things to each other, and I don't think that they really mean it, right? But, you know, obviously emotions are starting to boil over. They're still trying to figure each other out, but you know, they're really a perfect match for each other. They're both exactly what each other needs, and you know, Joel realizes that Ellie is important because, you know, a lot of groups are gonna want to come after her and stuff like that, and you know, I don't think he wants to just let her go. I think he wants to be her protector, but there was a lot of unnecessary things said in that little conversation. Found some supplements that I missed earlier.
We're clear.
You want a hand up?
I got it.
There she is. Kids will be watching movies tonight.
Where is this lab of theirs?
It's all the way out, University of Eastern Colorado.
Go Bighorns. Ellie, get off your horse. Give it on back to Tommy. I'm gonna hang on to this fella, if that's all right with you. Oh, don't make me repeat myself.
What are you doing?
Your wife kind of scares me. I don't want her coming after me.
Sorry for stealing your horse.
Well, come back to town. Let's discuss it at least.
You know me, my mind's all made up. University, Eastern Colorado. How do I find this lab?
It's in the science building. Looks like a giant mirror. You can't miss it.
Take care of that wife of yours.
There's a place for you here. You know?
You good?
I'm good.
Adios, little brother.
To the other team?
Right, it's called turnover.
And if you cleared the 10 yards, then you're back at first down?
First down, that's right.
Man, that's confusing.
Hey, you just gotta play it a couple times. It all makes sense.
Alright, so we have reached our next destination, UEC, the University of Eastern Colorado. This is where Tommy said there's a Firefly lab where they may be able to help us and get this cure going out of Ellie before really anybody is even aware of it outside of us and the Fireflies. That's probably for the better for everybody, because like I said, Ellie is going to be a valuable asset for a lot of people, and this cure is going to be a valuable asset. So, things could get pretty hairy pretty quickly the more people that know. I'm actually going to stop the stream there. We'll be heading on to our next area, similar to how we started this episode in our next area. That was one hell of a level. Excuse me. Yeah, man, my head is still like spinning from that story. That was a lot to digest. If you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to leave that thumbs up for me. Let me know that you want more of this kind of content coming your way. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve my broadcasts from time to time, definitely let me know right down below, and subscribe immediately, or the mafia is going to come to your house, blow all your windows out, and detail your dog. So you're definitely going to want to subscribe, because who wants a detailed dog?